This is our second set of semifinals. We have got HYY as the Vanguard in the bottom left of Holodeck. And in the top right, we've got Wallace as the Infernal. We already know MSRM is in the Grand Final, so we know we've got an Infernal in the Grand Final, but we don't know if we're going to have a Vanguard in the Grand Final yet or not. Last week, we had Vanguard versus Vanguard in the Grand Final. Will we have Infernal versus Infernal in this Grand Final? Someday, you guys, someday we'll see a Celestial win a tournament. One day, maybe. 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 And we've got Wallace doing the vault into Shrine opener. That seems to be the right move. I just think with the turret rush potential, speak of the devil, that you want to open vault first. So we've got HYY over here, taking advantage of the short rush distance on this map, it seems. Here we go, here we go. Oh boy. Okay, Wallace sees it. For a moment he didn't. What do we do now? What do we do now? Do we see workers be pulled? I wonder what the right, like, what is the response here? Is this going to become a Shroud Stone? Iron Vault. So second Iron Vault. Wallace is going after the workers. Interesting. Oh, HYY is repairing it. Oh boy. Okay, so one worker goes down. Let's take a look. Second servo goes down. Third servo goes down. Two brutes are up. This tower is going to finish, right? 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 Oh my god. Okay, the tower finishes, but there's only one servo left to repair it. HYY losing that servo, so now there's no repair. Here we got the triple ricochet. Bonk, bonk, bonk. We've got more Lancers streaming across the map. More servos coming. Oh my word. Oh man, how does this play out? How does this play out? We see a Conclave on the high ground. Let's see. Okay, so swapping out the Hurt Lancer into the Buzzsaw Cannon. Just excellent micro from HYY so far. This second set of servos, I'm sure, has Wallace scratching his head a little bit. Okay, that second Sentry Tower does go down. The brutes are trying to get this around, but this Buzzsaw Cannon is not going to die. No way. HYY is making this work, I think. Because these brutes are getting low, and there's no tech. The second set of workers is a brilliant move. I was not expecting that. Neither was Wallace. Now Wallace's building structure, SimCity, is working really against him because he can't get a proper surround. And, I mean, this is looking real bad. Yes, the Shroud Stone will stop HYY from coming up the ramp, and it's technically going to become a one-base to one-base situation. But losing these vaults is devastating. Losing this shrine is devastating. And HYY is going to be able to get this Stormgate for free because there's no way Wallace can ignore what's happening in his base. Okay, the tower got cancelled. It did not get killed. You could tell by the health it had when it exploded. It wasn't low enough for it to have been killed. Now, we see a vault being produced here. Let's do a worker check. It's 12 mining workers versus 12 mining workers and a base. HYY is pulling ahead here. There's a meme that this tower build is a macro build, but maybe the meme is not a meme. I do think if Wallace would have built a tower of his own as a response, there may have been a chance to deny that second set of servos from doing anything. But I think Wallace thought he had held the rush And like I said, nobody was expecting that second. Nobody was expecting the second wave of servos. That was an excellent decision by HYY. HYY is pulling ahead further and further here. Healing up some of his units in the Wellspring. Getting the Stormgate. Killing all that stuff at the natural. HYY should be very pleased with how he's sitting. What does he choose? What does he choose? Soul Forge. You know what I use the Soul Forge sometimes for? It's silly, but I do it. I use it on workers. Because then you get 2 workers. Does he use it for something else, though? What does he do with it? Oh, big push coming. He's going to use it on Lancers with this push at his door, right? Use it. What if he uses it to tank damage? Ooh, Hellborn. Wallace, great decision. Ah, man. HYY doesn't really have an answer for these Hellborn. Wallace with the reverse sneaky tactic. Ooh, almost gets surrounded by the servos. Kinda does. He needs to turn around and use his Hellborn. Oh, no. Wallace. Big flop on that one. He needed to get those units out of there. HYY somehow able to get the surround. That was just a mistake by Wallace. And HYY is just going to win the game now. That needed to be a longer fight. You cannot let yourself get surrounded by workers like that. That was such a blunder. And I'm not trying to be judgmental, but man, oh man, that was a throw. Just when Wallace had the reverse strategy, the Uno reverse card kind of. Oh, the Exos are able to kill the Hellborn. They're actually able to kill that Hellborn. This is GG. There's no way Wallace recovers from this. Losing those Hellborn after losing those units. There's no way. He's down a whole base. He's down 40 supply. I mean, yeah, HYY can't go up this ramp, but Wallace knows HYY has this base. There's no way. HYY can kill this and walk away and get this Stormgate. He does not have to push up this ramp. He probably could at this point, because there's no units left for... Yeah, this is GG. Yep. Okay. Game 1 goes to HYY. We've got Game 2 of the best of 5 here in the Star Circuit semifinals between HYY and Wallace. HYY is up 1-0 in this best of 5 series. Hey, why did it go away? Or does it just kind of... Whatever. And then we've got HYY in the bottom left here on Divided Oasis. And we've got Wallace in the top right. Now, this is going to be a harder map to do a turret rush, but, you know, if anybody can do it, it's HYY. Now, we've got Wallace here, perfectly positioned here. Look at that. Getting ready to take a second base off of a single vault. And look, we've got the good old HYY double barracks looking like he is going to be doing the turret rush yet again. If it worked last time, why not again? This is a much bigger map, but I am spoiled because we had holodeck on the last map, as the last map, which is one of my maps, and now we get Divided Oasis, which is another one of my maps. I get both of my maps back to back in a semifinals here. You know, I'm living the dream here, getting to watch these top-rated players in this awesome matchup on my own maps. You know. Who could ask for more? Who could ask for more? So let's see. Will we see the worker pull? Or is this just Lancer pressure into a second base? Because you know Wallace is going to go, oh, this is Tower Rush. Now we do see Brute crossing path with the Lancer, but I don't know if Wallace saw it. I don't know if Wallace is paying attention. I don't think he saw it. But at the same time, there is no Tower Rush. Wallace does see the double barracks here, so he knows now. Oh, but Wallace, you're not walled off. But doesn't matter. HYY goes this way. Maybe that is walled off. I don't think so though. Okay, killing these little gremlins, no problem. Okay, here we go. We got Fiends being pulled, and we got a Brute here. But it's one Brute versus 2 Lancers, which is not going to go well for the Brute. Second Brute pops here. We have this Brute on the map, but we got 2 more Lancers outrunning the Brute because they're a little bit faster, I believe. I'm not. I think they're a tiny bit faster. Well, can we see? Movement speed 5.5 on Lancers. Movement, yep, so Lancers are a teeny tiny bit faster than the Brutes. Okay, we have some Gaunts finish here. Gaunts don't do well versus Lancers, but Brutes and Gaunts together certainly do well. Now, not a single Lancer goes down, and HYY saying, I'll take it. I'm going to go to the Wellspring here and heal up. Because I haven't lost a single unit. I was able to do good pressure. At the same time, no second base yet, but a biokinetics lab. Oh my word. Oh, the Fiends tried to go here to heal in the Hellspring, but the Lancers say hell to the no on that one. Just wiping down. I don't think a single unit has been killed by Wallace. Meanwhile, HYY has killed plenty of units and keeping the pressure on, staying there to heal. Sorry, I wanted to see. Was that purple? Why is that purple? That should be green, shouldn't it? But he's healing his health nonetheless. Here we've got Wallace trying to do a conquer, but it's just not enough units. I mean, these Gaunts are gonna die. They're about to get Curse though, which will definitely help because once Curse finishes, he'll be able to fend this off. But he's, HYY doing an excellent job using the healing spring, the Wellspring here to heal. We've got Kinetic Redirect about halfway. We've got Soulbrand Chakrams, finished here for Wallace. That's going to make the defense a lot easier. Finally seeing a second base on the way for HYY. So both games, HYY doing a heavy pressure into a second base, which I think is really cool. What is the Stormgate reward? It is again a Soul Forge. Using it to get 2 more Lancers on the board. So we got 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13 Lancers over here. Holy crap. And no Brute Charge. So I don't know how Wallace holds this. And HYY is able to get through. Oh my god, he gets a full... This is GG. This is GG. That was way too good for HYY. Oh my god. These Hellborn even getting surrounded. Who needs anything else when you have Lancers that can do this? Oh my god, this is GG. This is game 2 for HYY. Yep, GG. Wow, HYY. I said MSRM cracked the code in this matchup, but HYY has cracked the code for the Vanguards. Game 3 of the best of 5 of the semifinal of the Star Circuit here between HYY and Wallace. HYY up 2-0 in the best of 5. Okay, got it all set up. Good. And in the top left on Black Spire Station, we have HYY up 2-0 in this best of 5 as the Vanguard. In the bottom right, as the Infernal, we've got Wallace down 0-2 in this best of 5. Wallace doing the Iron Vault opener. Yet again, Iron Vault expand into probably a third base. Just depends on the amount of pressure we see from HYY. Now, HYY looking like he's switching it up. He's got a 1 barracks going this time. But he did build a habitat. Why would you build a habitat? What? What is this build? Here we go. Now we know what this build... Actually, I think this is going to be expand. No, oh my god. I don't know what's going on anymore. Anyway, here we go. But this time it's a single barracks instead of double barracks version. Look at this Shroud Stone coming down from Wallace. I kind of mentioned this before, that I felt that this is just... Like, I know Infernals don't want to do this, but I think the current meta, you should do this. Because if... Okay, so Wallace sees this now. Oh, man. But he doesn't attack any of the servos. Okay, Wallace knows it's happening now. He needs that Brute, though. I don't... Okay, this tower is going to get done. The Sentry Tower is going to build... Okay, he's building it in range. So my question now becomes, what does Wallace shoot at with the tower? Okay, he 2-shots workers. Okay, that's your answer for you. And look at that. He should actually be able to prevent that from finishing. It was too close. But now this tower will... Wait a minute. No, it won't finish. I think Wallace has got the hold this game. See, Shroud Stones are so good. Infernals need to stop greeting. Build this damn tower, you infernal goons. The tower is so good. You hold all early cheese with it. Whether it's Celestial or not. It's one tower. I know it's expensive. I know you don't want to build it. But if you know you're struggling versus cheese and you're seeing lots of cheese from your opponent, just build the damn thing. See, look, the Sentry Tower can't even shoot. Excellent positioning of this Shroud Stone by Wallace. Great adjustment. I love that about a best of 5 series. You'll see the adjustment. This is annoying, sure. But this is going to take a long time to kill this Iron Vault. And it's not what HYY wants. He is starting to build a second base because he realizes his attack has come to an end. He's got 4 Sword Rows here, part of the attack, but doing kind of nothing, right? They're building another tower, though. I guess he's going for the contain on Wallace here. The little Tribute Pyre Gremlin, every now and then getting aggroed by the trigger, running or getting triggered by the aggro, but then running back. There's a second little guy. They just run forward and turn around. That's so weird. I know they have a range maximum, but it's weird to see them just turn around rather than like stay out here continuing to be aggroed. The vault will die, but Wallace has already rebuilt it. He knows it's going to die. Wallace is saying, you know what? I'm going to go and take this Stormgate. My tower should be enough to defend you if you try to harass me here. And again, I'm telling you guys, this Shroud Stone is just unbelievably strong. It has tons of HP. It has crazy damage. There's no way the Lancers in this number would push into it. Wallace doing a good job using the Fiend to chip away at this. While HYY is trying to prevent this, but he's not going to be able to. 5th Lancer shows up, though. Or 4th Lancer shows up. No, don't use that, Wallace. He's got to get these hurt brutes in back. Yeah, there you go. Get the healthy brutes forward. Okay, so HYY doing an amazing job getting some of these brutes killed with this push. Wallace is starting to have his brute count dwindle. Okay, he does get the Stormgate, though. What's it going to be? Soul Forge, does he pop on the Brute and get 2 more Brutes? Oh, HYY sold his towers, and he's gone back to macro at home. But Wallace has a huge supply lead. We've got 7 workers here, 7 here, and 4. So that is not looking like a good situation for HYY. Wallace working on 4 bases. One, two, three, 4. 4 Lancers, 3 Exos. Just healing over here. HYY starting to catch up on supply. Wallace is ahead on tech, though. He's got Hellborn. He doesn't have Brute Charge yet. What's up with that? Where's your... What? Hellborn are so good in these situations. Just taking out these units. If the Hellborn get to shoot, the bio just melts. Five bases from Wallace. Holy crap, man. Wallace is looking to take this macro advantage and push it, push it. Hellforge finally being built. Oh, look at this. Brilliant play by Wallace. He's going to go do a drop. I don't even know if he has curse, though. He does. Okay, my bad. Oh, no way, though.
A Stormgate will activate.
It looks like Wallace is going to get spotted here. Wait a minute, though. Hang on. We need vision. Oh, HYY saw it. He saw it. Oh, my God. That is so unlucky. This does put HYY on the back foot. He is gonna have to build towers. Maybe even a Hornet?
A Stormgate has appeared.
This should be a free Stormgate for Wallace because HYY has to respect the drop. No Hornet. This tower should be enough to hold the Gaunts though, no? With one Exo in it, no problem. So here goes Wallace with the drop. The Exo Tower doesn't kill any of the Gaunts, but got a couple of them low. It does keep HYY at home. Wallace playing this very slow. He's got a huge macro lead, though. I mean, this is 6 bases. No, 5 bases to 3, excuse me.
Enemy forces have begun to secure a Stormgate.
Hi, Theo. The dogs just came downstairs. Hi, big boy. Wallace over here feeling really confident about this. He's got his upgrades on the Hexen. Does he have Miasma already? He does, yeah. He's got tier 3 Hellborn upgrade on the way. He's got Miasma. I don't even know if he has Brute Charge though. He doesn't. Wallace doesn't care. He's like, I don't need Brute Charge. Just give me my Hexen and give me my Hellborn. Hi, Theo. Hi, sweet boy. Are you a good boy? You sweet boy. Hi. Hi, sweet boy. Hi. You're so sweet. Easy Stormgate take by Wallace here. Yeah, I missed you too. I was gone, yeah. Wallace continuing to push his lead with a 50 supply lead. He's got the tech advantage. We do see HYY starting to get some tier 3 tech. He's got the Hurricane speed upgrade on the way. He's got survival protocol on the Hexen on the way. But man, Wallace is continuing to push his lead. And now Wallace sees the Hurricane, I would assume. And that should encourage him to get an Incarnate. The bombing run, almost gets a kill on the Hellborn, but not quite. So Wallace saying, you know what, I'm walking away. I know I'm doing well on my macro this game. Wallace does need to take a 6th base here soon, though, I think, because we've got HYY on 4 bases. But what Wallace really needs to do is bolster his army count. He needs to make his army a little bit bigger. He's finally got Brute Charge on the way. Oh, but this is not something HYY wants to walk into. That's just, these Hellborn at tier 3 should alone be able to handle this bio. Wallace really should get this hurt Hellborn back, though. But here we go. Okay, so we've got the Hurricane here. Okay, we've got the units dropping out of the Hardringer. There's really not anything to kill this Hurricane yet. I bet you anything Wallace is going to get an Incarnate when he can, though. There it is, Incarnate on the board. Alright, I'm going to zoom out because it's gonna get dicey. Big battle here happening. Second Hurricane on the board, but man, this Incarnate is going to do work. Great splits by Wallace on his Hellborn. Dodges all the bombing runs. Fantastic micro. This Stormgate is a little tricky, and HYY is taking advantage of it. The Incarnate is moving forward. But man, Wallace is continuing to maintain his lead. Oh, there we go. Firing some shots at the Hurricane. One goes down, the other runs home. This is where you can see why the Incarnate was added to the game. It's exactly this type of scenario. At the same time, you know, there's still not that much anti-air aside from that. I would love to see some Shadow Flyers or some Twilight Spires being added to the mix here. What is going on with that animation? What do we see here? The deep one, very good choice. It will also help versus these Hurricanes. So Wallace is smelling blood in the water here. Now, at the same time, a good bombing run could change things dramatically. Wallace with a great concave. The bombing run takes out 2 Hellborn, not bad at all. The deep one and Incarnate trying to kill the Hurricane. The deep one is already at low health. HYY doing a great job here. Wallace has got the Incarnate firing here, but he needs to do, there we go, the Spore Blast, boom! wipes another hurricane off. I do think this is going to be Wallace taking this game, pushing HYY back. HYY has no army, down 100 supply. Yep, GG. All right, so Wallace taking a game here, going 2-1 in this series. HYY is not, you know, in the clear yet. This could definitely still become Wallace's series. Good game. So we've got game 3 here, or game 4, excuse me. This time we're on Stellaris. Mina, what are you doing? The series is currently scored at 2-1. HYY 1 game away from advancing to the grand finals, but Wallace saying nope to that last game and getting a win of his own. I'm always impressed when a player can win a game when they are down by as much as he was down by in this series. You know, to stay calm, stay true to your, you know, way of playing, not do anything rash. Great job, Wallace. Mental fortitude is strong. This is actually the first time I have casted a game on this map because it's a relatively new map and I was out of town for 2 weeks. So, I'm excited. HYY looking like he's going to do a little repeat. Let's see it. See, I'm telling you guys, get the damn Shroud Stone. Inferno players, if I play Inferno, I'm going to be building this thing. I'm just going to do it. It's worth it. It's just worth it. You aren't that far behind. And if you scout here and do see that they fast expanded, you could still cancel it and get an expansion of your own. But Wallace getting excellent scout here. He's got the tower on the way. I've been saying this to Infernals. Just build the Shroud Stone, you guys. Please build the Shroud Stone. It is so good. It's insane how much easier it makes your life. I love this, that Wallace has made that adjustment, though. He's accepted that he needs that tower. And I did say that in the first game. I said, man, if Wallace would have just built the Shroud Stone, he would have been fine. Here we go. Shroud Stone getting 2 shots off. Already gets the Lancer to pretty much half HP. That's the end of that rush. That's the end of that rush. HYY is going to have to expand. He might even have to cancel or sell one of these barracks. See, he knows it. He knows that he can't push into this. It does so much damage. 50 damage. 10 armor. I mean, these things are just beefy. 425 HP. Oh, Lancer rally. Takes 2 shots. Makes life easier for Wallace. Now HYY is going to have to send this Lancer to go heal. We got 5 Lancers here.
Dimensional rift detected.
6 Lancers. Second base is about done for HYY. Wallace has had his second base for a hot minute. Effigy gets popped immediately. That's a better spot for the Effigy, Wallace. There you go. Oh, a couple Lancers getting stuck behind, but none of them die. Now, it's interesting that MSRM was very, very much getting Brute Charge as quick as possible. But Wallace is delaying Brute Charge as long as possible, so polar opposite there, and getting Gaunt upgrades instead.
Enemy forces have begun to secure Stormgate.
Enemy forces have begun to... Well, who's the enemy? I'm the observer. Oh, the Fiends. Okay, there you go. He saves them. Oh, man, some weird rallies here on these Gaunts. They are probably dead Gaunts. Yeah. So Wallace is conceding the Stormgate after that blunder. I think. Yeah. There's no way. These Lancers are going to get it for sure. HYY can just kite to the other side of this and get it. Doesn't even need to. He knows that he can push this army back. Oh no, is this a repeat of Divided Oasis? That is so many Lancers. And they had a great surface-to-surface range. Oh, but the Gaunts with their curse are helping push this back. Wallace is getting charged a lot earlier this game. HYY saying, alright, screw it. I'm getting my Stormgate. Loses yet one more before the Farron pops. So a good hold by Wallace. I was getting a little worried. I thought that was about to be GG. HYY catching up on the macro here with his own third base. Supplies are about even. This is the most even game we have seen yet between these two players. Flay Buster with the raid of 2. Thanks for the raid, man. Hope you're doing well. I know you've been playing a different game. I forget which one. But I hope you're enjoying the other game. Thanks for the raid. What up, Forest Spirit? How you doing? So we've got 4 bases now from HYY versus Wallace's 3 bases. I don't know if Wallace is fully aware of that, but he's going to want to be, because the longer this goes, the more HYY is going to get ahead. And if HYY can get to his Hurricanes without falling behind, then Wallace might have a much harder time than last game. And remember, if HYY wins this game, Wallace is knocked out of the tournament, or out of this week's tournament, and HYY will progress into the finals. We already have MSRM as an Inferno player waiting in the grand final for whoever wins this series of the best of 5. But MSRM is an Inferno player, and if HYY wins this, then we will have an Inferno versus Vanguard in our grand finals, which is always cool. But I do want Wallace to win this one, because then it would be really exciting to see a 2-2 in a best of 5. Wallace pushing HYY back here. Miasma not quite done, but these Hellborn combined with these Brutes and Brute Charge are definitely going to be enough. I would love to see some Skulls here, slowing some of these units. Wallace getting a little bit caught out with half his army not part of the fight. There we go. The Hellborn come back, and look how much of a difference they make. Just watch where those Hellborn shots hit. It immediately kills the unit, pretty much. Alright, zooming back in here. HYY, though, with a significant supply lead and a macro lead. Meanwhile, Wallace starting to catch up in macro with a 4th and 5th base at the same time. But Wallace needs his tech. What is that upgrade? Oh, that's the Sentinel upgrade. Cool, cool. We got cool new art for some of these upgrades. That looks great. And this is the Tier 3 Brute upgrade. So Wallace not opting to get the Hellborn Tier 3 upgrade. HYY scanning sensor drone at both bases, seeing exactly where Wallace is at in micro. Oh no, the Harbinger went down. Wallace getting caught out there with some poor micro, I must say. And, oh, I think HYY's got him. I think this is just too many units. Miasma not quite done. Brute Charge not quite done. This Stormgate most certainly going to HYY. Get it, man, get it. The Farron of all things being the only thing to attack it for a second there. That was funny. Okay, there comes the Tier 3 Hellborn upgrade. We've got Sentinel on the way with Nano Swarm Bubble, or the Nano Bubble. I love that, not Nano Swarm Bubble. We don't see that very often. So cool. I love this. Alright, this is quite the push. No survival protocol yet, though. Here is the Sentinel. What is he gonna stasis? Stasis. He loses the Vile Lurker. The stasis is one of the Hellborn, and this is such a big army for HYY. I just don't know how Wallace possibly holds this off. Oh, I'm not paying enough attention. This must. Oh, this is another Harbinger drop. Excellent move by Wallace here, being able to push this base and take some of the macro away. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases on the map for HYY. 1, 2, 3, 4 for Wallace. That's just not enough. I mean, this is a good drop, but it's too little too late. HYY had a base that I don't think Wallace was aware of for a while. Oh, he's going to get Sentinel stasis here. There it is. This thing is not going to die, but it can't move either. So it's just sitting here for another 7 seconds. Is Wallace going to teleport this home? Nope, Wallace is saying, I'm back, baby. You thought I was leaving? Big mistake, HYY. I'm still here. pulling HYY back, which is so good because he was about to put a lot of pressure on here. Look at this forward position base with sentry post. Yep, like I said, he was going to push off of that. This time, Wallace does lose the drop. Did he teleport it home? I don't think. Wallace with an early incarnate. Now, early, I mean 10 minutes into the game. Not bad at all. And he's got the Inferno, so he's got his tier 3 upgrades, but he's down by so much supply. I just don't think it's enough. Sentinels here using stasis on Hexen, using it on Hellborn, using the nano, the defense bubble. So cool to see that. And that should be enough. Now Wallace is able to shoot at a lot of these Sentinels, but not able to kill any of them. Oh, I love these proxy towers coming into play. This is such an interesting fight. Wallace doesn't look like he's pushing back. He's got the, but then the Sentinels stasising. Oh my god, Wallace was able to push his back, catching up on supply. Against all odds, man, this Incarnate was just incredibly useful because you can't, it has a resilience, you can't stasis it. So this is an insanely efficient hold by Wallace, even denying that base there. Wallace taking advantage of that tier 3 tech like no other. Oh, but HYY flanking Wallace here. He's going to be able to catch the Hellborn. One of the Hellborn gets staged. Wallace, you're committing too far into this. No Miasma is able to really do anything here. At the same time, these Sentinels are being obliterated by the Incarnate. This is such a crazy fight. But the SimCity getting Wallace's Hellborn caught. Another Hellborn gets picked off. This is just such a bad angle. I really wish Wallace would have attacked here. But here come the Hurricane. We do have the Incarnate, but I don't think the Incarnate has the ability to shoot its multi-sport. There it is. Will it be enough to take out the oh, there's a... It didn't quite have enough. The Nano Swarm is enough. I think Wallace loses. I think this is... Survival Protocol is done. The Incarnate is starting to go down. He cannot afford to lose that, but he can't escape either. The Incarnate goes down. That is gotta be it. The Hellborn going down. I think HYY just taking this one, you guys, and he's gonna advance to the grand final. I'm almost certain of it. Wallace not tapping out yet, though. Not tapping out yet, but he's down 50 supply. He lost his Incarnate. He has a new Incarnate. It's really too bad he lost that first one, because if he had 2 Incarnate right now, that would definitely change things. Also, I didn't notice a single big stomp from the Incarnate. I think it had an opportunity to do it and should have done it. Okay, Wallace able to get some good shots on that one. Did he use the... Oh, the Incarnate is not going to be able to kill it. Well, that is really weird animation. What in the world? Okay, oh my god. Using the Spore Blast here, uses it on the Sentinel though. That's really unfortunate. He's got to kill this Hurricane or he's screwed. The Hurricane does die. There's the stomp I was talking about. Stunning all these units. That was so good. Maybe I missed one from before, but I didn't see one. Wallace should definitely not chase here. Okay. Dragon this time. I would have done another Incarnate, but who am I to judge better players than me? At the same time, there's not that much anti-air. This is such an interesting situation with these low unit counts. It's just, the Dragon isn't going to do anything. It's not going to do anything. It's just, no, it's not. No, this is GG. That should have been an Incarnate, and I still don't think it would have been enough. Oh, he cancels his own Miasma. Oh no. There goes all the energy on it. He moved it slightly too soon.
Enemy forces have begun to secure a Stormgate.
I don't know why I keep saying enemy forces, but anyway, observer bug maybe. Oh, man, I mean, Wallace has a lot of bases, but he's down almost 150 supply. HYY is borderline maxed out. If these are Empower Stones, if he gets Empower Stone from this and empowers these Hurricanes, it's GG. 100%. What does he get? Oh, he gets clone. I forgot you can clone these, and they're not temporary clone. This is GG. This is 5 Hurricanes. 2 of them were flat out free. There's 2 Atlas. There's no way Wallace holds this. There's just no way. There's no way Wallace holds. Yeah, that's a wipe. Holy fuck, that's a wipe. GG. HYY well played and advances to the finals. So HYY versus MSR in the finals. We got ourselves a Vanguard versus Infernal. Good try, Wallace. Valiant effort to take game 4, or game 3, but wasn't able to take game 4. HYY, congratulations for making it to the grand finals.